Good for you.
George Morris.
Of course you did. I don't know what's in there. Give it to the chief.
Buttons.
I got everything on, so should be good. Oh, let's get him a gavel. I got it.
Somebody stole the gavel. Chief Martinez, get on that.
Grand Theft Gavel.
You guys have your house?
Red having no desk.
Oh, I got to sit next to him on fire truck. There you go. He's got a weapon, Chief, watching now. Okay, well, we can be open, right, we're gonna have the superintendent read for the pledge.
Okay, ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Remain standing, and we'll have Aiden from the pastor for the St. Paul's Lutheran Church to be able to take.
Good night, Pastor Keith. Dear Lord Heavenly Father, we thank you for this day that you have given us. Please be with the city as they do the business of the people. We ask that you bless all those here present, especially those on the council that represent the city. Allow them to do their work expeditiously and fast, and allow them to be efficient in their governing of the city. We ask that you continue to be with the city of Holtville in all things, and with the people here. Bless them and the city as they continue to prosper and grow. We ask this in Jesus' most precious name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, verification of the posting of the agenda, city clerk.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The agenda was posted on Friday, February 6th.
Thank you. Mr. Walker, any announcements from executive session?
No, Mr. Mayor, there is no reportable action out of closed session.
Thank you. This time it's for public comments. The public may address the city council on any item that does not appear on the agenda for this meeting. We're going to preview of the city council. Public comment. Name and address.
Stacy Bridge, 854 Cedar. I just want to say thank you to all those who participated in our parrot race this weekend. We had 244 participants, so that's an amazing number. And it's lots of familiar faces. And I just want to say thank you. It was fun. I'm really loved it.
Could be.
All right, next thing on the.
Do we want, this wasn't announced, but do you guys have something to talk about or no? Okay. Just checking. You want to introduce your compadres there, just so we know who we got, so.
Yes. We have Lieutenant Mistral. Right, and Chief Errol. He's our operations patrol.
And Errol was nice enough to pilot the boat down the street over the weekend, so that's good. Good to come back, the skipper.
Thank you. And are they just here to observe your fine work, Mr. Martinez?
Yeah, I did my evaluations due.
They are taking notes. So
Yes.
Okay, so the next item is the approval of the consent agenda, and we have, so the items on the consent agenda are to be approved without comment. Should any council member or member of the public wish to discuss any item, they may request that the item be removed from the consent agenda and placed on the new business agenda. So we have two items. Approval of the minutes from the regular meeting of Monday, January 26, 2026, and the current demands 48562 through 49008. Council? Thank you, Mr. Retail. Do you have a motion? Do you have a second?
I'll second.
A second by Councilwoman Vanessa Lemon. Roll call.
Mike Goodsell,
Yes.
John Munger,
Yes.
Murray Anderson,
Yes.
Vanessa Ramirez,
Yes.
and Mike Pacheco.
Yes. Motion passes 5-0. Okay, our next is reports of officers, commissions, committees, and communicates. We'll start with our city clerk, Ms. Rios.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I had a very long weekend starting Friday with all the Carrot Festival activities, but it was a good time and nothing else to report as far as my city duties.
Thank you. City manager, Mr. Wells.
Yeah, I'll just quickly kind of review some of the stuff I've been involved with here. Of course, all the Carrot Festival activities this weekend. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it to the Friday kickoff. I had to run over to Phoenix for my little grandson's birthday and got up at the crack of dawn and came here to make it to the parade. But I talked a little bit about it, but it was a very successful parade and glad to be a part of it. Also, that evening, half of you kind of went to dinner. We went to dinner with Representative Chris, a representative of Chriscom, the company that's kind of helping us try to procure funding for the public safety building. And that I think was fairly fruitful, if nothing else, just kind of getting them on our side, kind of thing, keeping them, keeping Holtville at the top of the mind awareness for them. I will say there were quite a few meetings this last week regarding some violations on 5th Street for a certain business, and we spent a lot of time on that. Kind of throughout all, we've been working with Chandler on a bunch of kind of reporting things, finance things and whatnot. We'll kind of keep working on and hopefully get all squared away soon. That's all I have for now.
Thank you. City attorney, Mr. Walker.
Enjoyed Carrot Festivaling and announcing was fun. Had a 4-year-old girl help me announce this year. I told Tony it was kind of a fun story. It was last year. There's room on the podium where I was, and it was shaded. She was there with her grandmother. So I said, "Well, just come up. There's extra chairs and sit with me in the shade." And it was fine. And every once in a while, she would grab the microphone and yell, "Go Lights!" That was last year. So when I showed up this year, she was waiting. She was waiting, so she got to do the same thing. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed doing it. Appreciate the city treasurer helping me stay hydrated during the parade.
Hydration, that's what they call it.
Should Chief Martinez have looked at what you were being hydrated with?
Chief Martinez, none of his people had to come to my shop one time.
That's a good day.
That was a good.
And thank you for doing the announcing. Great job. City Council, Vanessa.
I had a great weekend. Just wanted to mention that before this weekend, I don't know if you guys remember, we had a gentleman here from IBC letting us know that there was going to be a women's and law enforcement seminar at IBC. I did attend that as a family member for probation officer Irene Rios, who, if you guys didn't know, was from Holtville and was one of the first women in California to die in the line of duty. So that was nice. I got to stand in for her memorial and watch a little bit of the speech. And Mr. Gonzalez was there. Representative Gonzalez was there, and he honored her family, which was really nice. And this weekend was, of course, super fun. I saw Chandler at the race, Mr. Pacheco, kind of sort of ran alongside you, and saw Teresa out there, Mr. Munger, and it was just a good time. So shout out to the chamber and the city who put that together. Just the whole weekend was a lot of fun and a lot of exhaustion too. So still getting out of that.
A little sore.
Out of the carrot festival thing.
Mr. Anderson?
Well, Mr. Mayor, I had the chance on January 31st, I think, don't think we've met since then, to attend the Martin Luther King Stone of Hope Award at the Prestige Center in Heber. What a wonderful event they put on out there, and the list of those they recognized was very well deserved, including one of Hobo's own, I believe, Dolores Provincial, the county recorder for years and years and years. Right? She received a Stone of Hope award, so it was nice to see her. And her kids were there, Tommy and Paul. They were there at the event. So yeah, some old faces showed up at that event, so it was good to see them. Of course, the Carrot Festival was this weekend, and boy, Holtville really does shine on Holtville on Carrot Festival Saturday. It just looks fantastic. Again, I came down the parade route with the city council, then I had to go back, come down the parade route with Intercare, and some of the folks from Intercare had never been to a Carrot Festival. And to hear them talk like, oh my God, this is so wonderful. When they got here to Mechanics Bank and came to the park and saw all the food vendors lined up and the carnival going on over there, to hear them say, oh my God, I didn't know it was like, you hear it every year from a few people. And it really makes you feel proud to be from Holtville to show off the city. We had great weather for it, so very good weekend for Holtville. We really shined through, I thought. And then speaking of Holtville shining, the new Welcome to Holtville sign, I saw that's up. I like it. I like the white sign. It really pops. Don't love the tractor. I've made that statement in the past, so I won't go into that. But I do like the sign, and then we have the sign with all the service clubs and all the churches and whatnot up there, right? So it looks really good coming into town off of Orchard if you have not seen it.
That's it for me. Thank you, sir. Mr. Munder?
My wife had a really good time participating in the Women's Club cooking contest.
She won. Exclusive.
And then we participated in the running race on the parade and enjoyed the festival. That's it, sir.
Thank you. Good job.
For myself, yeah, I was at the Rosso's meet at the game. Monster parade with the WACF. Once again, it was on the one gap there to put up with my voice singing Jim Stafford song. This one, Jim Stafford. This name is City Jim Stafford. It's painful, wasn't it? It's awesome.
The members of Leonard Skinner are rolling over in their grave that you didn't choose one of their songs.
You can't sit still, I say it's I had the opportunity to go to Southern California Association of Governments meetings on school on Wednesday. I was at the executive administrative committee meeting, and we didn't a lot of times, but we did have one, the 2026 public participation plan update. And also we have the revision to staff and renewal. For another one, the next one, I'm on it's the longest community meeting this year. On the Community Economic and Human Development Committee. Yeah, figure out what they, right? But one of the things that we did discuss, and just discussion, is community development funding programs. And Reconnect SoCal 2050, we're starting that in 2050. And SoCal has to be owned by some rates that we started. And then the regional council, we talked about housing production there. It's really a very interesting group to be a part of, and there's definitely different agendas and different needs, but we're both serving to their community just like we are, and the people for the most part, and swing left and right, and so we get to go around what I have. Yeah, one of the things that they really value a big about it is that when they have more than 2 or 3 I talk about unfunded mandates from the state. Oh my God. Every community up and down California, in our southern region especially, the things they ask us to do, we can do it. But do it by this date or else, right?
Or they'll take some more money
Or
away.
they'll take one. It's very valuable. I have a airport I used to do mission meeting, kind of a whole meeting, 6 o'clock, they can come over and see it, and then stand up and then down. And they're like that for that.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Morris.
Nothing to report today.
Again, that's the report of
He was hungry. Oh, no, he was.
I'm sitting next to the chief, I'm not.
I saw him grab some carrots.
We did have the Maggio truck in the parade again. Been getting a lot of comments, that, something to try to bring back. The tradition, it started at the very first Carrot Carnival parade, it was Maggio. I mean, I had 2 Maggio members in the truck, and that was good. And it's always open, we open it up every year to the Maggio family. They're the first ones. Would you like to come pass out there? Grimway, very graciously donates the carrots.
Mr. Morris, I have a question, just because you seem like you have a lot of history.
Are you saying I'm old?
No, but do you know if there's anyone who has attended every single Carrot Festival or every Carrot Parade?
I don't,
Do you know anybody?
well, his mother-in-law had, but
Before she passed, my mother-in-law was there at the first one, and she was there, well, she was still alive.
Right.
have you heard of anybody else? I mean, that was just kind of a,
And that came up at
Yeah.
the banquet, and they were all sitting out there, and they were talking about the first one, and she finally said,
Thank you, George. Please, Chief.
So my wife and I also did a run in the morning. Came back, to the parade. The run was actually pretty good, the weather was perfect. Parade was my first year that I done, and it was, that I attended. Back then I was here on patrol, so I was first time being in it, and the amount of people, it was something that was nice, it was good. And the amount of people that stayed for the farmers market or the farmers market, they were a good crowd. Alright, so going with the stats now, for the month of January, we had a total of 251 calls. Break down a little bit, 63 traffic stops. We're up again with the burglary theft, vehicle thefts, big domestic violence, 2 vandalisms, 3 disturbance, and one of our deputies got 3 arrests on a good vehicle check, almost 2 pounds of meth or on one stop.
Hey, Jake, before you go on, talking about traffic stops, it's come up a few times. The semi trucks that are parking right on the corners of intersections, and you can't see around them at all. For instance, I'll say, they're hot rods on that, they'll parallel park right there in front of hot rods. I can't see if I'm going across to get over to Orchard. Do we cite the semi trucks when they're parked? Isn't there a rule like 200 feet from an intersection or some sort of, Distance from the intersection?
I have to look into that distance, but if there's a truck route, the signs, then technically on that end we can't, but if there's a section from the corner to turn them out, we're in those sections.
I've just noticed a lot more of that lately, so me being scared to cross, a few intersections because there are semi trucks parked right up on the corner. It happens at the donut shop here a lot,
Yeah.
so I figured you guys would see that.
And there's an actual sign there that says.
They go to the other.
Oh, okay. So,
All of it.
thank you.
And final, I've said it before, and I'll say it again, please lock your vehicles. Couple of last vehicle tests, people are left them unlocked.
One of them was my niece. She left the keys.
I think they're making it easy for you.
And they found it behind, an alley there. The vehicle, there was juvenile, under 18.
Yes. So, that's it for me. Please lock your vehicles.
Thank you. Finance Supervisor, Chandler.
Hello, I attended the Carrot 5K. It was, like you said, beautiful weather, fun, lots of people.
What was your time in the 5K?
I did 29 minutes this time. So, but hey, Mr. Munger, I saw him pass me, but I did, anyway. And I came back to the parade and watched the parade and had some street fair food. It was just a really nice time. It was a little hot to be wearing jeans, so I showed time better on that. But long, busy, tiring weekend, but it's so fun. My second Carrot Festival and books. Other than that, that's all. Yeah, that's all.
Is he qualified for being like a Holtville City second here?
You gotta do three.
You gotta do three.
You did 3, all right.
There you go.
All right.
Can I just add, we had an Olympian walker in our, yeah. So that was.
Steve Waters.
I saw that guy that was wearing the outfit.
Yeah.
I saw him warming up and I was like, man, this guy is super.
What was your time?
Did he speed walk for the 5K with the whole form and
I
everything?
did not watch him because I ended up thinking he was the CIA wrestling tournament.
Does
So
anybody know what his time was?
I don't, I can find out.
He was walking,
I think he was.
speed walking,
Not speed walking.
not speed. Speed walking.
Thank you. City Planner, Cynthia.
If you're gonna be working on zoning violations or municipal violations and it's not attending Carrot Festival, so maybe next year.
Have you before though? Yeah.
Yes, but probably a long, long time since.
You should have.
Oh.
So let's do your
She was
report.
here in spirit. I was, next year, I'll be there. I'll even speed walk.
We'll see you at the race.
With speed walk.
With Steve Walker, that's right.
Jack Bolt makes them work weekends, that's why she did.
That's true too.
Thank you. Is that it? Thank you. For myself, I did do the 5K. I surprised myself. I made it. It was 41 minutes, so not bad for an old man like me. I did attend the air pollution advisory meeting the other day. There was an introduction, and Vanessa, you're my alternate, so don't forget. They're going to call for some meetings next month.
Okay.
Yeah, other than that, and then I did attend this dinner on Saturday night. Nice conversation. So, we'll go to unfinished business. We have none. We'll go to new business. This is a public hearing. The discussion related action to adopt resolution 26-04, approving both the 5-year funding allocation plan and the city of Holtville 2026 EL8A application. Cynthia will open the public hearing at 6:22.
Good evening, Mayor and city council members. The public funding development
for the permanent local housing allocation program. In total, that is a 5-year allocation. There was $423,831 that were available. The funding is made available so long that it promotes affordable housing or expansion of affordable housing. I do have to note that the 2019 allocation was converted back to the fund that did not have a project that met the funding eligibility criteria. And so that got converted in 2022. After that, we were able to establish communication with the developer for the Pine Crossing Apartments, and the funding of $360,220 will be allocated in support of installing sidewalk, and continues with that funding being allocated in support of that housing unit is that other health funds will be able to continue paving there in that section of the street. And the 5 year, we did receive the funding for 2020. We are in the process, or in March of 2026, we will receive the $121,739, and this application is for the remaining of the funds for 2022 and 2023 for a total of $360,220 that will be awarded to the city for will be coming to the city.
Any comments from the public? Anything online again?
No.
No. So we'll close our public hearing at 6:25. Council, any questions? Cynthia? No questions, and somebody make motion?
Somebody want to? It sounded like a demand. Someone make a motion.
Well, it's the city getting money, right, Cynthia?
That's correct.
Well, then I'll make the motion. I'll make the motion to adopt
Why it
resolution
took you so long?
2604. Second NDA. I'll move to adopt resolution 2604.
So we have a motion by Mr. Anderson. Do we have a second?
I'll second this motion.
Thank you, Mr.
Motion from
Guzman. We have a second. Roll call.
Mike Goodsell,
Yes.
John Munger,
Yes.
Mary Anderson,
Yes.
Vanessa Ramirez,
Yes.
and Mike Pacheco.
Yes. Motion passes 5-0.
To be clear on this, just so everybody's real clear, this has to be attached to a project, so it's a good thing for sidewalks around the Pine Crossing, so it's not fungible money, but it is money coming to the city for.
Great.
Right. Right.
It's still too stunned for my confession. They did not make it.
Yeah, I've tuned you out. But
Carrots apple.
All right, we'll go to 3D, another public hearing, discussion related action to adopt resolution 2605, approving an application for funding and the execution of a grant agreement and any amendments thereto from 2025 funding year of the state CDBG program. Cynthia? Yes. We'll open the public hearing at 6:27.
Mayor and council members. The city has been working to get a city fire station for the first couple of years. It's been some time, the city's been working on the plans and the funding, and we're getting closer to making it a reality. The plans and specifications for the facility are close to being completed, and with that, so the schematic, the architectural schematic has been presented several times to the city council, and the final design, including the facility design for sidewalks and other improvements are in the process of being finalized. Right now, we anticipate that being completed hopefully getting to a point that it's fairly complete when we can submit this application for California Community Development Block Grant funding under it's funding through the state housing and community development the State Department, but it's HUD funding, through the Housing and Urban Development Fund. And the fire station is an eligible activity to be eligible to apply for construction funds. The city is looking to apply for funding in the amount of 2.3 million, which is, the maximum for projects, construction projects. And, the deadline to submit is April 3rd, but we're looking to submit a few days before. We've been in communication with the state, getting clarification on some of the items, and working with the city to build a story that is compelling. The need is there. The service area plan, the need has been there, but our service area plan, which is a guiding document, lists that there is a 22% or 20 population increase in the next 20-year period, that there is a need for an additional full-time firefighter and 3 health service for the increase in population. And the fire station is being, the specifications and plans are being developed so that it can fit in phases. The first phase is a 2-story, 7,000 square foot firehouse with sleeping accommodation as well as offices for training and collaborative work with other public safety agencies. The funding source specifically only funds firehouses, so we have to be pretty clear in our application that this phase is for the fire station alone, but in the phasing of the development, there will be room for additional expansion at the site for additional facilities for public safety.
What did you say the funding ability, what was the amount?
For construction projects, it's 3.3 million, that is the maximum. You can apply for other fundings, but it's not for the construction, and the maximum of 3.6, but we're looking for the 3.3 million for construction.
So along the way, when we've talked about funding sources for the building, I've been waiting for CDBG to come out with a notice of funding, which they did. So I got Cynthia on kind of the application process. This is not a regular occurrence. It happens at intervals, and the last one was a couple of years ago. So it was due to happen, and I expected it, but the timing is good for us, obviously. Hopefully, we're not bulletproof on the application, but hopefully we can, put our best foot forward and either get that or some portion of it.
Before we go to council for comments or questions, do we have any public comment online?
No, sir.
Okay, so we'll close the public hearing at
An important point that I would like to report is
6:32.
that the resolution, we have to make notice of the notice that we are intending to use program refund funding, and the city does have an approximate 1.1 million in program income, and that program income comes from previous CDBG programs that the city managed, whether it was first-time home buyers or retrofitting. So it's that type of loans or grants that were given and that are being used. So a portion of an estimated 1.1 million of those program income funds are also going to be used to make the one-on-one or one-to-one ratio matching funds. So it's used to be $3.3 million.
Okay, thank you. So we'll close the public hearing at 6:30. Council, next question?
Okay. It just so happens, that's something, you never discuss it. You develop a lot of plans, and then that sounded like for a public safety.
Not just a hat rack sometimes.
Is this one of those situations, Nick or Cynthia, where we shoot for the stars, apply for the 3.3 million, and they might come back with, we're gonna give you 600,000 or something like that?
My understanding is they will give you mitigated part or partial things. Is that?
So there is the 27 million that are available for projects, and then there is an apportionment of
But they can partially,
You know, I don't know, I would have to ask.
okay, we've never swum in this pool before, swam in this pool before, so I'm not 100% sure, but that was, I had this is a 5-year-old conversation, but that was one of the things that I recall them saying is shoot for the stars and you might get less. Especially given that there's a $43 million pool for the state or whatever, it's a little Holtville might not get a huge percentage, but we'll put our best foot forward.
And our representative is very helpful and is also helping us explore, we're not there yet, but depending on the outcome of this grant application, discussing other options for funding the first stage of the fire station, as well as a lot of ideas and potential funding opportunities that make us have been in the discussion. Nothing set in stone other than this application currently, but like you said, is putting our best foot forward and giving it a shot. We don't try to have the opportunity to listen to it.
And I guess one other thing I should point out, the last time that they did the NOFA, like I said, well, the last time was a couple of years ago, technically, but that one was only open to people that had applied and not gotten it. So you have to go back 4 or 5 years to the last time that it was kind of open to everybody. And so given the phasing options and all that, this made, we got to start this process. And even if we don't get it, that gets us back on the track maybe for the next one. And even if they don't do an OFA that way where it's only open to those folks, obviously they're looking at those people and saying, we need to find a way to help these folks.
Yeah, so the due date is April. When will we know if we're
That's September
by September?
of 2026.
The local match, is that a commitment that is based on percentage or based on what you have in the program income?
It's 1-to-1, so if we request something from you, then we can match that. Sure. And that's for maximum points, the big maximum points, so you do any other ratio than they.
Okay.
Okay.
We definitely got that and more on hand, so
Okay.
we're good.
And,
Don't dedicate it to this project, we got more than that.
there was a newspaper article that a U.S. representative, a congressional allocation, there was a newspaper article about it, so we're hopeful that does come through for $2 million.
That's official now. It's signed up and signed, sealed, and not delivered, but signed and sealed.
So between the local one program income and your $2 million, that already, even if you don't have additional funding, general fund money that already gets you to one-on-one.
Is this something Chris could help?
Yes, and I talked to Ruben about it after you guys left. Ruben and his wife stood in the parking lot for another 45 minutes talking. But yeah, I was going to shoot some stuff when I get with her and kind of say, hey, you guys got any ideas or suggestions to change safety stuff. So we'll put that in.
Council?
Well, I will move to adopt resolution 26-05 to get the application going to find some money with the CDBG.
Do we have a motion by Mr. Anderson? Do we have a second?
I'll second the motion.
Second by Councilwoman Ramirez. Roll call vote?
Mike Goodsell,
Yes.
John Munger,
Yes.
Murray Anderson,
Yes.
Vanessa Ramirez,
Yes.
and Mike Pacheco.
Yes. Motion passed 5-0. So item 4 on the agenda, we have information only, we have none. And then item 5 is the staff reports. Mr. Wells, you want to add anything to your report?
Yeah, I just do want to add a couple of quick things. The first one is, I don't know if you've been out to that area of the world, but the Ninth Street project is pretty well finished. Just some striping to be done still, but more or less all finished. And yeah, and the great thing is, again, that was really not even supposed to be half width. It was supposed to be kind of a portion of cleanup along, but we ended up repurposing some funds and getting some permission from Caltrans, and we did the whole width of the street. They pulled out 2 inches of pavement and redid everything down to the ground on the half width, and then down 2 inches on the other side. So it's going to hold up for 20 years if we take care of it, and that's a much better roadway section as a result. On the Pine Avenue sidewalk stuff, we've had a whole group talking to the local businesses, Mr. Poloni and Norman Chandler at Turning Point about their kind of ideas when we do the Pine Avenue sidewalk project and what they want and what we're going to get going there. And then the last thing, we would have had something on the agenda tonight, but we had the bid opening for the trestle project. Unfortunately, the bid came in, the low bid was, the high bid was about 3 times the amount of the money that we have. The low bid was at least $500,000 over. So I had talked to Cynthia about some ideas that I have. Tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, we have a meeting with the grant funding agency to kind of talk to them about potential for either getting more funding or shaving some stuff off the project. And so by the next meeting, we'll have some action regarding the trestle bridge. So. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Wells. Any questions on the report from staff?
I just want to point out I did the development fund of the year update. So if you have any questions regarding any of the numbers or any of the information provided, feel free to email, call.
Thank you, Kellen. Okay, so item 6 is item for future meetings. Any topic, anything?
Well, the trestle bridge one that he mentioned.
Yeah.
You think you're gonna have a meeting with Side Logic, people for processing?
Yeah, we were supposed to do it this week, and then I guess something I neglected to mention both times I talked about. I'm going to be gone the rest after tomorrow afternoon. I'm going to be gone the rest of the week at the city managers conference, and Chandler's going on a vacation thing, so we pushed that meeting to next week. So we're going to talk to Site Logic. Did you have something you wanted to bring up with them? Or?
Yeah, it was scheduled for this Thursday. We're going to start it next week because we are going to do recurring meetings with them at some point too. Maybe not weekly, but yeah.
Maybe you'll have that day for next week.
I'm having a meeting with Josh on the evening of the 12th up at the city managers conference. But
Nice.
I don't think we'll be talking about the specific.
Okay, thank you. We're adjourned.
See, look, the check was still under 7 o'clock again.